Hi guys, my name's Sanjay Gupta. I'm a cardiologist in York Hospital, and I've done a series of videos now on the subject of palpitations and just really about how to look after your heart. I'm sorry I've been away for a little while, but I'm back and I hope to do some more videos. But I'm really grateful for all the amazing feedback I've had, and I'm really grateful to you for taking the time to watch my videos and for listening to what I have to say. Now, today I thought I would do something which is particularly relevant for this time of the year. As you know, Christmas is just around the corner, and whereas Christmas is meant to be a time of relaxation and spending with your family, what it has become over the years, and largely due to the media, is it's become a time of great stress and also a time which is typically associated with overindulgence. And for people who suffer from palpitations, you may find that your palpitations get worse during this period of time. And if they do, then they can actually ruin the festive season for you. So I thought I would do a very quick video on the subject of whether sorry, my phone's going off. I thought I'd do a quick video on how you can go about trying to, try to have a good festive season and not be troubled with your palpitations. So the first thing to say is that I think it's really important to realize that the first thing to say is it's a time of great overindulgence. And in terms of overindulgence, what I mean is a lot of people eat a lot of food. And typically people eat food that is not necessarily healthy for them. But because it's the festive season, everyone thinks, well, we'll just enjoy ourselves. I think it's okay to try and eat anything you want to eat, as long as it's important to keep it under check, i.e. you don't overindulge, you don't eat too much. So there's a few things I'd like to say. One, try and avoid filling your stomach up too much, because the more bloated you get, the more your stomach is full, the more likely it will be that it will trigger off ectopic beats, and that's because the vagus nerve gets stretched. So if you can, try and keep your portions small. Try and have small meals rather than one large meal. Try and avoid things like cheese and things which contain a lot of additives like MSG. Anything that can cause your heartburn, if you suffer from heartburn, and the majority of people do suffer from heartburn, anything that makes your heartburn worse, try and avoid that. If you are going to have something like that, try and take some Gaviscon or something like that soon after you've eaten, because that will reduce your heartburn, reduce the inflammation, and reduce the propensity for ectopics. Okay, so it's about how much you eat and also what you eat. How much you eat, keep the quantities very possible. What you eat, try and eat less processed food. Try and eat foods which do not cause heartburn. So chocolate, avoid cheese, avoid sometimes egg yolk. The yolk of egg can precipitate indigestion. So you will have certain foods that trigger off your heartburn, and you should try and avoid those if you can. The second thing is that in terms of what you drink, a lot of people, enjoy alcohol during the festive season. There's 2 or 3 things to say about that. The first thing is try and avoid wine. Wine is particularly bad, and particularly white wine is bad in terms of bringing on ectopic beats. So, and it's to do with the sulfites that they put in the wine. So if you are keen to drink wine, try and drink red wine, or the other alternative is to drink organic wines rather than inorganic wines. The second thing I'd like to say is try and avoid binge drinking if you can, because binge drinking is particularly bad for palpitations. Number 3, try and keep hydrated if you can, okay? And that's really important, because being hydrated is really good for the body. Any inflammation that's going on, if you're well hydrated, then that's good for that. Number 3, try avoid very late nights. and try and avoid very early mornings. I know I'm taking away all the fun associated with Christmas, but what I'm trying to get across here is that you can have fun as long as you just have certain things that you can pay attention to, because if you do, then you're more likely to have even more fun because your ectopics won't bother you. So try and avoid very late nights and try and avoid very early mornings. And, you must try and give get enough sleep if you can. Okay, so when your body says, I need to sleep, just go to sleep. Don't try and stay up, because the more tired you get, the more it'll bother you. Your ectopics will bother you. And then finally, there's this issue of, trying to be happy and trying to try and keep your anxiety and stress levels down. And a lot of people put so much pressure on themselves during the Christmas time. You've got to buy things, and you've got to treat people, and you've got so many things to do, and you've got people coming over. And it's really, really important to bear in mind that actually, the simpler you keep it, the more it's about experience rather than things, the more it's about being with your loved ones rather than everything else. The more you will enjoy it, the less anxious you will get, the less stressed you will get, and the less your palpitations will bother you. We're always, we live in a world where your success is measured by how much you have, and truthfully, I think Christmas is a time where it's good to reflect and think, is that really success, how much you have? Actually, to my mind, success is about how simple you can make your life in a world which is constantly inundating you with things to buy, and also how much of that time you can spend with your loved ones and really enjoy yourself. And that I think is really important, because it'll put your mind at ease. It'll give you a good Christmas, and most importantly, it'll keep your palpitations away. So I hope this was helpful. I'm going to try and do some more videos, but thank you very much for listening. Now, my Facebook page has changed, and I don't know how you get to it now, but you can type in yourcardiology@gmail.com. So if you want to join my Facebook page, similarly, I am on Twitter, but I don't really log on. The best way to get in touch with me is my website, which is Your Cardiology. So I wish you all the best. Thank you for listening to me. Have a Merry Christmas. Take care. Bye.